Hi everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Tips for Lockdown 3.0 in the education sector. My name's Josh, I'm a solicitor with the employment team, which is part of the wider education group here at Forbes. From speaking with our education sector clients this week and over the previous 3 weeks since we've returned after the Christmas break, an issue that seems to be being talked about quite a lot is the issue of testing. That is the test, which the lateral flow test or the 30-minute test as we've come to know it as. The government did produce guidance on how they expect this process to work. That was in the form of the Schools and Colleges Handbook, which was conveniently released on the eve of the Christmas break for so many in the education sector. Now, as with all government guidance, it has rather unsurprisingly thrown up more questions than answers. One of those questions being whether staff can be asked to carry out the tests by their employer. The government guidance, which I mentioned earlier, suggests that if you're requiring staff to conduct testing, then it must be, to quote the guidance, in line with the agreed terms and conditions of employment. Now, certainly in my experience, it'd be rather unusual to expect a contract of employment of a school or college, or even a job description for that matter, to contain any specific provisions which require someone to carry out what is in essence a medical procedure. Now, equally, staff might obviously, feel very anxious about getting something like that wrong, which is, in my view, a genuine concern. Now, I think the safest way to perhaps go about this is to firstly consider whether there are any volunteers that would like to conduct the tests on behalf of the school or be in charge of the resources that are being delivered. That should hopefully then negate the need for you to require anybody to take part in it in administering the tests. If, however, that doesn't work and you are considering enforcement, then I think it's really important to take specific advice on the circumstances and the reasons for that. So, as with anything, please do let us know. Give us a call if you're unsure about the best way strategically to go about making sure you're complying with your obligations to conduct testing in school, college, or wherever it might be. Now, equally, what I would say is, as with all government guidance, it constantly does change. So make sure you are keeping up to date with any any developments. Make sure you're checking the guidance on testing and that handbook that I refer to shortly regularly. Or alternatively, do watch handy video tips such as this one from us at Forbes Solicitors. So, as again, thanks for watching, everyone. Do stay safe, rather. And if you do have any specific questions about anything what I've discussed in this week's video or in previous week's video, please do get in touch with us. My contact details will be appearing on the screen very shortly. Do keep an eye out for our events as well. We've got lots of stuff coming up, lots of useful events coming up for the education sector. These will appear in our regular e-bulletins and also on social media. So give us a follow on those if you don't already. Thank you very much for watching.